I am Marianne Freislich from Labour Chile. Due to the fact that we had the COVID-19 situation, obviously many companies are in dire straits, or they plain don't have a solution to their problems. And the first thing they grab is the fact that they are going to retrench people. Now that's the easy solution. And during part 3 and 4, I've dealt with Mr. X with regards to the unfair dismissal situation. But I have made a promise that we would also deal with the fact of that we need to basically discuss retrenchment. Now, Anne is here today, and she also raised the fear that she has that due to the fact that now they are working short time already, there could be a possibility that in future you could also be called in and say, sorry, there's no more work for you, you are retrenched. Right. Now, what I can say to all the smaller companies, the employer companies, as well as to employees, there is still a process that we need to follow. Let's put the COVID-19 aside, because it's very easy to go and hide behind the fact that, oops, we had this serious situation. We had a serious situation. We must also be calm about, because of the fact that this serious situation is only from March and it's April and May. All right, so a lot of the companies already started up now again, and they are going back to the normal situation. So if it's a 1 month or a 2 month situation, one needs to ask yourself, how is it possible that companies, knowing very well that anything can happen, and once again, put the COVID aside, it's very easy now for the companies to say, unless you are maybe in the hospitality or you're going to be hit for the rest of the year, if you are in a situation now where you can trade as usual, then you have to deal with it very, very carefully. Because let's say, for instance, there is a tornado hitting Pretoria. There are 20,000 people dead because of the tornado. Your factory or your workplace is wiped out. Once again, we have an emergency situation. Now, this is not a pandemic. It is an economic situation, because your place of work is wiped out. All your equipment is wiped out. Everything is wiped out. When we come and we now want to say it's because of COVID-19, your equipment is not wiped out. Nothing has happened to your building or anything. Everything is still there. It's only the trade that's different. So, because your trade is different, you have to make some plans around your trading or how you're going to trade. And you have to be creative about what you are going to do. You can't just grab the first thing that comes on paper, which the CFO normally or the person dealing with the finances are going to, oh, we don't have money. We can't pay the employees. It could happen that because of the influence, the outside influences, it could happen that there is going to be a definite situation with regards to the speed at which you could trade, or your imports or your exports, or let's say, for instance, if you have to go and deliver and the clients can't pay you. So there is going to be a period where there's a little bit of an upset. However, employers you need to make 100% sure that the reason why you want to retrench is going to be applicable in this scenario. It's not just a question of calling in the people and say, sorry, you don't have work anymore. No. There is still a process that needs to be followed. With regards to a smaller type of business, Your process can be much faster than maybe when you're working with a medium size where there's 100, 200, 300 people, or a large company. Those are different scenarios because there you need to go in a specific, very specific consultation period. And there are very specific steps that you need to follow with regards to the consultation. And you're working for a small company. Mr. X also worked for a small company. They just picked up the phone and told him one day he's retrenched. We have a different scenario there than yours. You don't know if you're going to be retrenched. However, you still need to be consulted. You still need to get a letter of intent that basically there could be a possibility that your position could become redundant due to the fact that unfortunately operational situations changed or the economic situation did change. But you still need to be informed by letter, get an invitation to sit around the table, even if you're 3, 4, 5 people in the company, doesn't matter. That person, the owner or the CEO or whatever, the MD, needs to sit with you and have a discussion. That person needs to tell you, according to Article 189 of our dear LRA, why do they need to retrench you? So there's a whole list of issues that the employer needs to go and look at or make sure of, that they will work according to these requirements of the LRA before they can actually say to you that you are retrenched. Thank you.